Three space companies, three completely different missions, and only one question that actually matters. Which one could make you serious money by 2026? Because here's the truth, no one tells beginners. Just because a company is in space doesn't mean it's a good investment. Some will quietly grow, some will explode, and some won't survive at all. So before you even think about investing, you need to understand what each one is really doing. Let's start with the most underrated player, Planet Labs. No hype, no rockets going viral, no dramatic headlines, but behind the scenes, they're building something incredibly powerful, a network of satellites constantly scanning the Earth. Every day, every location, every visible change happening across the planet. Now stop for a second and think, who would pay for that kind of data? Governments, military agencies, agriculture companies, energy sectors, climate researchers. And they don't just pay once, they subscribe. That's the key. Planet Labs runs on a subscription model, which means recurring revenue, predictable income, long-term contracts. This is not a gamble-based business. It's structured. And businesses like this don't move fast. They move steadily. But here's the trade-off. You're not getting explosive growth overnight. This is the kind of company that builds value slowly. So if you're expecting quick gains, this might feel boring. But boring doesn't always mean bad. Sometimes, boring is exactly what builds wealth. But now, let's shift into something more aggressive. Rocket Lab. This is where things start to feel exciting, because now we're talking about rockets, launches, missions, real activity happening in space. But don't make the mistake of thinking this is just another rocket company. Rocket Lab is evolving fast. They're not just launching satellites. They're building them, designing systems, expanding into a full space infrastructure model, which means they're trying to control multiple layers of the industry. And that's powerful, because if space demand keeps growing, companies like Rocket Lab become essential, almost like the backbone of future space operations. But here's where reality kicks in. This business is tough, extremely tough. It requires massive funding. It carries technical risk, and one failure can change everything overnight. That's the nature of rockets. High reward, but equally high pressure. So when you look at Rocket Lab, you're not just investing in growth, you're investing in execution. And execution in space is never easy. Now, let's talk about the one that sounds almost impossible. AST SpaceMobile. This one feels like science fiction, but it's real. Their mission? Remove the need for cell towers. Completely. They want your regular smartphone to connect directly to satellites in space. No extra device, no upgrades, no complicated setup. Just your phone, connected globally. Now imagine what that means. No more dead zones, no more no-signal areas. Connectivity anywhere on Earth, from mountains to oceans to remote villages. If this works, it doesn't just grow as a company. It changes the entire telecom industry. But here's the part most people ignore. It's still early, very early. Technology is still being scaled. Infrastructure is still being built. Revenue is not fully stable yet. This is not a safe investment. This is a bet on the future. And big bets come with big uncertainty. So now, let's bring everything together. Planet Labs is the steady data machine. Rocket Lab is the infrastructure builder. AST SpaceMobile is the disruptor. Three companies, three completely different paths. So which one is the best for 2026? Here's the honest answer. There is no single winner yet, because we're still early in this industry. And early markets don't reward certainty. They reward understanding. If you want something stable, Planet Labs makes sense. If you want growth with real execution, Rocket Lab stands out. If you want a high-risk, high-reward opportunity, AST SpaceMobile is the wild card. But here's something most people don't realize. The future of space won't belong to just one company. It will be an ecosystem. Data, launch, communication, all working together. Which means multiple winners can exist. And the smartest investors? They don't just chase hype. They understand positioning. So before you invest in any of these, ask yourself, am I chasing excitement or am I understanding the opportunity? Because in a market like this, that difference changes everything. If you've watched till the end, you're already ahead of most people. Now tell me, which one would you choose? Planet Labs, Rocket Lab, or AST SpaceMobile? Drop your answer below. And if you want more real, no-hype breakdowns like this, hit subscribe. Because the biggest opportunities usually look uncertain. right before they explode.